Greetings friends, I'm Mike the Fit Farmer, and years ago I moved my family out of the city to homestead in the country. Join me as I share our adventures of growing stuff, striving to live a healthy lifestyle, and so much more. Oh, and we live in a yurt. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with a friend. Can you believe what my wife said? She said this.
Mike, don't you think we have too many animals?
Too many? What? Really? Is that even possible? Or maybe. Anyways, I don't know about you all, but one of my favorite things about living this lifestyle is raising animals. I'm not just a garden or plants guy, no. I enjoy raising animals. Even eating them too sometimes. And chickens are a good example of that. Whenever I go onto a website like Murray McMurray Hatcheries and I look around and I see all the different birds that they have to offer, it's like, I want them all. But then I have to remind myself and say, hey Mike, remember the goal for our farmstead. Can't just go around raising them all. We have to select certain breeds that align with our goals. For our egg-laying chickens, we want the ones that produce the non-white eggs. The various shades of brown, the greens, the blues, all the ones that don't lay the white eggs. Why? Because for our egg-laying ducks, they lay white eggs. And we want to be able to easily differentiate between the two. And why? Because we have family members and people that we know of that are intolerant or allergic to duck eggs, and we also have customers that are allergic or intolerant to chicken eggs, so we need to be able to separate them easily. So for me, the two things that I primarily look at for our egg layers are, one, is it a really good egg laying bird? And two, what color eggs does it lay? Multi-purpose or dual purpose breed that can serve both of those functions of laying a lot of eggs or being good for meat or a blend of the two. Well, I'm sorry, I can't get them. Because my goal isn't to raise them for pets or just for breeding exotic ones. I have to keep those things in mind. What do you raise? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know in the comment section below. Love to hear about it. I primarily get my chicks, ducklings, poults from Murray McMurray Hatchery or a breeder. And I really do enjoy flipping through their catalog and looking at all the different chickens that... Quack, quack, quack. Chickens? What does the chicken make?
Bark, bark, bark.
Ooh, pretty.
Bark, bark, bark.
What sound does a duck make? Quack, quack. You go quack, quack.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah. Where's Dad?
And
after you place your order and it gets close to the time that those birds are gonna ship, and you get that email saying that your birds are gonna ship soon, and you're like, yeah, they're getting ready to come, they're getting ready to come. And when you get that email, that's usually a good time to get your brooder ready if you haven't already. Right now I have two brooders. A quick clean brooder that I got from Premier One, as well as a DIY one that I constructed myself. And when I'm getting my brooder ready for the birds, I set up a heat lamp, and a lot of times I'll also set up a heat plate. I also give them fresh bedding, either pine shavings or leaves, or sometimes a combination of the two, just because I really like to take that later on after the chicks have been there and added their manure and use it as compost. It really makes a really good compost. And then once those birds ship out, you'll get another email letting you know that they have shipped, and it'll provide you with a tracking number so that way you could follow along your birds as they travel and make their way to your area. And around this time is usually when I get my starter feed for my chicks if I don't have any on hand already. And I'll fill up their feeders as well as their waterers, so I'm ready to go once they arrive. And once the birds arrive at my local post office, I'll get a call or text, sometimes both, letting me know that my birds have arrived. And over the years, I've gotten so many birds, the people at the post office actually recognize me, and they're probably like, oh no, here's some birds again for the bird guy. But it's always exciting driving to the post office and then arriving, and then as soon as I go into the door of the building, I can hear them cheeping or chirping in the background.
Is this forever?
Alrighty. Thank y'all very much. Thanks for sending the text too.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then I bring them home and gradually introduce them one by one to the water as I'm putting them in the brooder. And I couldn't even tell you how many times I've gone through this process, and it's still exciting. And as I'm trying to expand our farmstead, each year we're growing a little more egg layers, a little more meat birds, just to continue to go along with that goal of expanding and growing and producing more. And when I first constructed this brooder, it was a game changer for the amount of birds that I could raise. It really made us level up what we could do. However, this year, with the amount of birds that I've been raising, I ran into a problem. This is the most that I've ever had in my brooder. Check out all of these chicks. There's some ducklings in here too, but we got a little off schedule, and there's too many in here. It's time for some of them to go outside. Look at all that, it's crazy in there. They're all coming down here to the end. Whoa! They decided brought our transport crate here. These things come in handy for both moving them out to the field and when it's time to bring them back in for processing. Alright, so we gotta get the big ones out of here. So you can see there. Yep, that was a big one. Oh man. Oh. When I first put the chicks and the ducklings and some more chicks in this brooder, they were smaller and they had plenty of room to run around. But now that they're bigger, it's like, oh no, there's just way too many in here. It's just, they've got too big for this. Oh man. With that, it's got me thinking, is it time to upgrade my brooder again? Maybe to something like our friends at Polyface Farms, that they have these large brooders where they can raise large batches of chicks at one time. And it's so neat actually going inside those and seeing all those chicks. It's a really neat experience. Look at all the chicks. Have you ever seen this many chicks before?
No.
No? It's a lot, isn't it? But I'm not ready for that yet. No. So my oldest son, Josiah, helped me take out the biggest and the oldest chicks from this brooder first. And actually, it wasn't time for all of them to come out of there yet, so we left the younger batches in there. Besides, I don't have any space freed up for them to move into yet if they were ready. More on that shortly. Last year, we had a very difficult year with raising chicks and ducklings. Rats were just taking them out like crazy. So we didn't have the year that we wanted to have last year. But this year, I decided to do something different. I brought a dog inside the building here with the brooder. And with the dog in there, this year, the chicks, ducklings, poults, they flourished in here. Having a dog in here has helped keep them safe, and we really haven't lost any. Gonna ride in the back with him?
Yep.
All right. All right. Moving on up. Yes, that's my truck making noise. And yes, my tailgate is also broken and I have to use a screwdriver to open it with. But it's old, it's a 2003 and maybe older than some people watching this video. Actually, I'd like to know, when were you born? Let me know in the comment section below if you are up for sharing it.
Five. I can get it.
Okay, feel that up. Today is their very first official day outside with the fresh air, the sunshine, the grass, the bugs. It's one of my favorite times, is being able to take an animal from the brooder, from being inside to being outside for the first time. Loving it, guys? They just stuff in their face. Yum, 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 sea monsters, yum, 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 food, eat. And that's pretty much what these guys do. Turkeys are getting bigger. Yep, almost time for graduation from the chicken tractor. I use chicken tractors for all my birds. My chickens, my ducks, and my turkeys. The chicken tractors keep them safe and allow us to work with them systematically and efficiently. And each day, even on rainy days, we move the chicken tractors onto fresh grass and give them feed and water. And for our context in the area that I'm working with, my chicken tractors are 5x8 or 6x8, which means that they're roughly 40 square feet to 48 square feet, meaning that each tractor should have anywhere from 20 to 25 birds in it for the most part. And my overall goal is to raise a good bird that has a good life and to do all of this efficiently so that way we can economically continue to do it. So to keep things moving efficiently, when one animal graduates from the chicken tractor, either graduating onto a dinner plate or graduating into a new system like our turkeys or our egg-laying chickens, which graduate from a chicken tractor into a chickshaw, and they live out their lives in that inside an electric fence. But as I'm trying to expand our operation to do more, grow more, produce more, well, there's a learning curve involved with it. Trying to figure out calculations. As I'm trying to do things efficiently, having one animal come out as another one comes in and keeping them moving one right after the other, I gotta figure all these things out, these calculations out. And one of the big reasons why the brooder was overcrowded, well, let's just say I didn't get all of those calculations exactly right. So that's why the brooder is overcrowded. And one of the lessons that I observed here recently is I had one batch of chickens. All same age, came at the same time, were in the brooder at the same time. However, I cut that batch in half, put one half out in the pasture early, and then a week or two later brought the rest of the half out. And you know what? There's a difference in the size of those birds. The ones that went out early are bigger, better, healthier looking, and the ones that didn't come out are smaller. They're doing okay, but they just don't look as good as those other birds. So with this in mind, along with the brooder being jam-packed and more birds needing to come out of there, I got to thinking something has to be done. And I think it's time for those turkeys to graduate from the chicken tractor so that way I can put some of the birds from the brooder inside the chicken tractor. The only thing is, It's a little bit earlier than I would normally move the turkeys out. Will they be able to handle it okay? We're just gonna have to push it and find out. So I moved the turkey shawl, aka turkey shelter, over to the pasture from beside our house where we were keeping it during the colder months. I've also been raising more and more turkeys over the years. Thankfully, chickshaw here is a lot lighter than our chickshaw, but thinking about expanding. If I expand to have more turkeys, probably should do a turkey shawl that could be easily transported with the trailer. Kind of like the hitch attachment we have on a chickshaw. But right now, just gotta muscle it over there. Known as a big farmer if I didn't have some kind of workout in this video, right? None of my workouts these days is conventional. All of it comes from the farm fit exercise right out here in our skin. And then the next day, I kicked the turkeys out of the chicken tractor and showed them their new graduation present. On this way. Come on out. Come on out. Yep, come on out. There he is. Come on out. I know this is a new experience. The grass is familiar. Yep, look nice. Pretty nice. Yep. 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 Hey Micah, go ahead and plug up the fence. While we're in here, we'll let you know when to unplug it. They gotta get trained to the fence. Yep, it's part of the process. They need to learn that the fence, touching it, trying to go through it, that's not a good thing. The fence is for their safety. Quickly! Whoa, 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 whoa. Here you go. Right now they're just exploring the area, going around, foraging, grazing, and inspecting things at the same time. The goal is to train them to stay in their area. Last couple years that I've raised turkeys, for the most part, it's gone well. And hopefully it works well with this flock too. Feed here, because gradually, or hopefully as soon as possible, they'll learn that this is the place that they should be. They're still used to the chicken tractor, so tonight they'll probably still hang out over there. But we want them to learn that this is where they need to be. This will protect them from aerial attacks. They'll protect them from rain, things like that. And when they want to get in shade from water out of here. Hang in there. We're going to put it close to the turkey shawl as well. Just one more thing to get them comfortable with being right in here. Grass, natural brush. So that same day that I kicked the turkeys out of the chicken tractor, well, it was time to kick some more chicks out of the brooder. So we gathered them up, put them in the transport crates, and brought them over to the pasture. Ready, Micah? Got one out. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Come on. Supposed to stay inside the fence. Stay inside the fence. There we go. We've been eating and doing what we need to do. So most of you behaved. We did have the one troublemaker that got out of the fence. So hopefully, no more of that. If you do, get back in there. Yeah, come on out. Come on. Get out of here. Out. Come on out. You too. There we go. Sorry. All right. And with taking both of those batches of birds out of the brooder looks much better again. More manageable numbers, and the environment is much healthier for the ones that are in there. But they're getting ready to come out soon too, because I have some fall birds that are coming. But I do admit, I was worried about my turkeys a little bit overnight. So this morning, I headed over to the pasture to check on them. That's so great to see. The turkeys have embraced their new home. Right on the turkey shawl where they should be. Dude, it looks like overnight you gotten even bigger. You been on taking some growth hormone or something there, man? Hold on, we got some goodies for you. But I'm happy to see everybody is doing well. So for now, no more overcrowded brooder. We have chicks that have graduated from the brooder, and we have turkeys that have graduated from the chicken tractor. And it looks like I'm gonna have to be building some more chicken tractors here coming up. Maybe even build a bigger brooder too.